Okay. This is a VOD review for Gundy Buckets, for his match against Carson 14 from the other day. I'm gonna try using this VOD review tool. I think I saw Isahel use it a long time ago. But it's more often used for League of Legends. But it's very good because you get to draw stuff on the videos. So that is cool. So yeah, then I'm probably gonna write some stuff over here as well. So yeah, let's get into it. So something I noticed right off the bat was the Smashville or the small battlefield pick. So small battlefield is it's a stage, you know. So something we can do is we can go to tournament. Oh, do I have to? Okay. No, I want to switch to meta. It should show stage comparisons. Yeah. So here we can just kind of compare different stages. Um, so we've got Battlefield here. It has a pretty high ceiling. So we have FD, Hollow, PS2, Small Battlefield. All of these stages have the same ceiling, right? So against me Brawler, that is how he should be getting most of his kills is off the top. Whether most of the time through Thrupper, Thrupper up B. I don't know which up B it is as far as the numbers, but uh it is going to be off the top most of the time. Battlefield is one that you want to avoid, even though it has a higher ceiling. The platforms give him like the perfect ladder uh, to get up there, obviously. So Battlefield should usually be off the table. PS2 should also be off the table because if you notice, the PS2 platforms are higher than Small Battlefield or Hollow. Small Battlefield, Hollow, and Battlefield all have the same platform heights. Uh, and then PS2 is a little bit taller, and then a little bit taller than that is Smashville, as well as Town and Cities. Yeah. Uh, the other thing you'll notice is that Town and Smashville both have the highest ceiling. And you might think, okay, that's really helpful for fighting me brawler. Actually, wait. Battlefield has a higher ceiling. I didn't know that. Um, but yeah. So you might think this would be helpful, but the difference here is actually 2%. You live 2% longer on Town and Smashville most of the time. There's times where it matters a little bit more, but that is pretty rare. But that is the long and short of it. So, what I was getting at is of the starting stages, you have Battlefield, which is a no go. Small Battlefield, it's okay. Then you have, let's see, PS2, which has a short ceiling and the high platforms, so that's usually going to be better for him. But the stage itself is so long that it makes it really good for zoners, in my opinion. I think being able to make use of the space is very good on PS2. And then you have Town and Smashville. Obviously, Town and Smashville are uh, the two you probably want to go to the most. Carson, as a player, really likes monoplats. And me, Brawler, as a character, also gets a lot out of them. You, as a zoner, you actually really like uh, just those monoplat stages because you can kind of make a little house, you know? And if they want to come in from above, they hit this platform and so they kind of have to come at you straight. And you could boomerang, you could arrow, you could throw bombs, you can do a whole bunch of stuff, right? So that is like a big reason why zoners are very good on Smashville, even though it's the smallest stage, like stage length wise. Uh, but yeah, overall, I don't think it matters too much. I feel like there's better stage picks than this. I would say the neutral stage in this matchup is probably either Smashville or PS2. Uh, I would auto ban like So my strategy here would probably be to have him banned first, and he's probably gonna ban like town and city, right? And after he bans town, because that's most of the Link's best stage. So after that, I would ban battlefield, small battlefield as Toon Link, and then we would either go to Smashville or to PS2. And I can also see why you would want to ban Smashville and Battlefield, because Smashville's so small. Brawler gets a lot out of monoplats, so then he gets his pick out of the biplats, being Small Battlefield and PS2. Sorry, this is like way long. This is like 5 minutes just talking about stages, but that's kind of where I'm at. This is a fine stage. It's probably either the neutral stage or second worst stage, but it's not a huge deal. This is still very winnable, and it's still a neutral stage length. The issue is when he can do like landing up air, right? He hits this up air, and then he gets up air, and then he gets up B, and that kills you, right? That is the main thing that is an issue because of the platform and the short ceilings. So as long as you can play around that, you're fine. And Toon Link gets a lot out of platforms. Sorry, I'm getting a little stuffed up. But yeah, this is obviously not my most professional work, but we will get there. This is probably going to be a half-hour video, just so you know. So let's see. So right off the bat, you shoot an arrow, and he throws that. So right off the bat, I feel like you need to not just like play for the vibes or like go through the motions. I feel like you need an actual like game plan here, right? And for that to work, I feel like most of the time you need to have a thing that you want to do. Like from the start, something I like to do with Link is I start here and I'll run off and then B reverse a boomerang backwards. And I can cover right here, I can cover this, and I can cover this, right? All that is a very strong position, and it's I feel like this is a good, decent starting position. Uh, Pulling a bomb is usually good, and I really like the drop through arrow. The issue is that it doesn't really cover a ton, and like yeah, you're it's decent, but like look at like stage control, right? Because okay, so the big thing here is how does Toon Link win games, and why is he a threat? Why is he a threat? He's a zoner, right? He can cover so much space. Like Boomerang alone goes here, here, and then anywhere in between, right? You can do any of those, right? So like this entire like cone is kind of just like your domain, right? Like you can do so much with just Boomerang. Like even Arrow can go like that and go like that, and it's slow, right? So it's like it's good. And then having a bomb is so good because as we talked about, it has like a 5 second timer. It's like really long. It's really, really good. So having a bomb, you can full hop throw it, you can full hop smash throw it, you could do pull a ball. Oh, sorry. Pull a bomb and then like just like run up and shield. You can do so many things with just the bomb alone. Uh yeah, sorry, I don't really have much of interest to say about this interaction. At the very least, you're not dying. You have put yourself in the corner, which is generally not the best situation, right? Because, like, the best way to visualize stage control is how much stage you have behind you, right? So you have this much stage control, and he has this much stage control. Obviously, he has more, and you want this kind of distance between you two, but at the same time, if he was to be right here, all of a sudden he would have this much stage control, and you wouldn't really have much you can do or say about it. Because, like, oh, well, if he runs up and shields, then I can grab. Yeah, but that all of a sudden you have to make a read to get out of the corner. And if you've already put yourself in a situation where you need to make a read to get out of a bad situation, like, that's not where you want to be. Anyways, sorry, I'm overreacting. I'm not even 2 seconds into the video, but we're getting there. Okay, so already you're like trying to run off. Okay, so he's jumping in place. So this is what I mean. So here he has most stage control, right? Like, so something you'll notice is a lot of stages have this circle. This circle is stage control. This is stage. Oh, I don't know what I did. Anyways, but that is stage control right there. That is what that is. If you control, like, if you've ever seen chess, like, if I just show you a chessboard, right? Why can't, okay, whatever. So if I just show you a chess, why is none of them, like, just an actual picture of a chessboard? Um, Jeez, this is crazy. This is actually incredible. Um, that none of them. Okay, so on a chessboard, do you know what the most important four squares are? It's these four in the middle, right? This is not a real chessboard, by the way. That's a lot more than 64 squares. Uh, this one, sure. Oh my gosh. I just want to look at a chessboard, dude. You can probably skip through most of this. Sweet. Okay, these four in the middle. These are the most important squares. From the start, you can put out a pawn, and that, like, d4, like, because that's D and that's 4. This is one of the best starting moves in chess, and it gives white a 55% chance of winning. Why is that? Well, it's because you take the initiative and you control so much of the center of the board. Why is the center of the board important? It's because you have more access to the rest of the board than any other space on the board. Like, you look at this right here. This is the chess meta, right? Where it's all about who controls what space, and, like, yeah, the bishops might control outside that, you have other stuff, but, like, that's the entire point of having your pawns up here, is because they control that space, and that's what that is at the that circle. That is what that circle is it is that's your stage control. You don't have to physically be there, as long as you can, like, have control over it. Like a knight or a bishop in chess, or even a pawn having, like, the diagonals, right? Like, that is your domain. Like, that is where you want to be in control of at the start of a match. Okay. I like that boomerang angle. Covers a lot, but he jumps in. Another thing about me Brawler is he has these shallow jumps, right? If he jumps, he can't really, like, if he's right here, let's see, where was he? Where did he jump from? So he's right. Okay. So that was actually a really good boomerang throw, because he was right here when he jumped, right? So he jumps in. Look at how little distance this is. Like, he is not he is very slow in the air, right? He does not go a lot of distance. So all of a sudden, the fact that he's right here shows that he has this sphere of influence that's kind of like this pyramid, right? And the slower the airspeed, the steeper it is, right? So if it was a character like Cloud that actually has pretty decent airspeed, it would probably be closer to 45 degrees. And then, like, he could fall at this, and then, like, Cloud could back air right here, right? Something like that. So the fact that he instead has, like, this shallow thing, you could literally go right here and you could charge forward smash, because why not, right? Another thing you can do is, if you have uh, what is Toon Link's best anti-air? I want to say up air. Like, up air is a big linger. It lasts a long time. It's pretty fast. It's pretty disjointed. You don't have enough time to get in position and then up air, right? So if you were a character like Lucina, you could do dash forward. Um, so this is a very important thing, by the way. This isn't, like, a thing here, but this game is chunkated, right? This game moves in chunks. If you roll forward, you move one space. If you dash forward, you move one space. That's probably like that, right? If you do a dash attack, you move one space forward, right? This is the chunk of ultimate spacing. Like, almost everything is this. this is compared, at least in my mind, to Smash 4, where if you ran, it was a huge commitment, and once you started running, you couldn't cancel into a grounded move. You could only shield, jump, or do a dash something. Or you could perfect pivot, where you move from where you are to right here, and all of a sudden, if you're trying to aim for someone right here and they move over here, that's an entire character length away, and all of a sudden they could do that. Or they move forward, right, to extend a combo. That was called microspacing. And it was dealing with spaces like this, like this, like this, like this, or even smaller. Like walking was also very important in Smash 4. Sorry, that was a bit of a tangent. But basically this game is truncated like this, right? And this is called burst range, right? Burst range. Yeah. That is your burst range, right? You have dash attack, you have dash grab, I guess. And so you have two of these, right? And that is your this is where most of the game happens. This is where the game becomes a game because it's like, okay, what are they going to do? And the fact that he's up here in the air doesn't matter. He's still at that, like, what is he going to do range, right? That's why you threw the boomerang. That's why you threw the bomb. That's why you threw the arrow. And none of those cover the jump, by the way. By the way, none of those cover the jump. Do I have a point here? Maybe. But that's just what I'm observing here, right? You're covering a lot of this. He's up here, and it's not so much that you're not covering the jump, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the spacing and how you're dealing with this spacing. And it doesn't matter if he's up here, or it doesn't matter if he's right here, right? Like, you got to have a decent stretch. Like, that is neutral. This is neutral right here, right? This could go a million different ways. He could uh land right here. We know he's going to with an aerial because his name is Carson. He's playing Mii Brawler. He could air dodge here. He could drift backwards. That's a pretty good option. He could try to drift backwards, air dodge. Like, there's only so many things he could do. Maybe he. Oh, that's also not to mention that he has flip kick, right? Flip kick has its own thing, right? Where he can flip kick left, he can flip kick right, and then out of this, he can dive kick either way, right? So this gives him an entire. Is this a bad image? I'm gonna erase it just in case. But you see what I'm saying? Like, he has a ton of range in all, like, because of flip kick, right? And knowing that he has that range is pretty important. And obviously, he only gets one of those in the air, right? So if you kind of like Little Mac side B. So if you hit him out of that, like, he doesn't have that anymore. So that's like a pretty useful thing. The beginning of this video is going to be a lot of like explaining really basic stuff. Oh my gosh, we're 18 minutes in. I'm not even 5 seconds into the video. Okay, okay. You get okay, yep. So that's kind of what I was talking about. Where, okay, bomb, boomerang, arrow, dash forward. I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick. Rewind it. So he hits the snare, and yeah, you have your boomerang coming back, but this snare, that is money for him, right? Because it's not just the how much damage does that nair do? Does it actually do 12? Oh, he hit strong nair. Okay. So he hit nair down tilt for 22, but that's, and like, yeah, you're lucky the boomerang kind of saved you, but like, it wasn't even the nair. The damage doesn't matter. The damage doesn't matter. It's the fact that this could have been a 50% cut. This should say 50, right? You got hit with strong nair. Like, right here, it says 50. In my mind, you took 50% because you got hit by this snare, right? And that's the thing I was talking about, right? He only has so much airspeed. So your number one objective is, like, when he's here, you stay out of the pyramid and you dash forward because you tried to do something. And that is where I'm going to add the first thing to practice is dash shield, right? So what you can do is you can as you're dashing in, you don't hold you keep holding forward and then you shield. And it lets you skip like the skid animation, and it lets you just like shield instantly out of a dash. And let me actually pull up ultimate frame data, right? If we look at the stats and then we look at dash stats, this is important, I promise. Uh dash stats. So this is a very important stat. Most characters have a 10 frame dash. Once they start pushing forward, they can't do anything until frame 11, believe it or not. Unless you're Sheik, Corrin, or Game & Watch, or Me Gunner, for some reason. But these characters have really, really good dashes. Some characters have really, really bad dashes. Robin, Ganondorf, Zelda, Peach. Peach, really? Huh. Where is Toon Link on this? I wonder. Um, that is great question. QRST. Toon Link. Okay, 12 frame dash. It's a little worse than normal. That's a little worse, but it's still very, very much worth looking into, right? So dash into shield is very, very good. Equals good. Smiley face. Okay, we need to get the show on the road, so I'm going to okay. Okay, so then oh my gosh. Nair down tilt, boomerang interrupt. He tries to nair, but you get this tech. There obviously would have been better if you did tech roll because it puts him away from you, and he is in mash mode. He hit his nair, and in his little mind, he's thinking, I get to push every button in the world. That is what is going on in his head. So the fact that if you could tech roll, that'd be better. But roll away, that's just as good. Another thing you could have done, obviously, is jump away boomerang. That kind of covers yourself. Yeah. Okay, jump away boomerang, jump high. So that's the other issue, right? Is that looks like a max angle boomerang, and he's still able to jump over it and jump in on you, right? So the fact that he jumps in on you is the issue, right? So we need to find spacings that you can boomerang safely, right? Oh, yeah. So like you start boomerang right here, right? That is absurd, really. So he's here and he could still like jump in on you from there, right? But that is a max forward jump, right? Like he is holding full forward. That is the furthest he can go. That is the absolute end of like the range he can go, right? So like this is just a range that you have to be familiar with a lot of characters, and I call this the jump arc. Obviously, it's a jump arc. So and this is very important in like Street Fighter, because in Street Fighter, once you jump forward, you're locked into this arc from the moment you jump. In Smash, you have double jumps, you have air dodges, you can just hold backwards at a certain point, and you could do special moves like dive kick or whatever, right? But in this situation, Carson's holding full forward. He's kind of, in my mind, I think he's still in I get to mash mode because of that. But at the same time, he also may recognize, hey, Toon Link is throwing this boomerang, so he's a sitting duck. That is a duck. Quack. He's a sitting duck for my jump in attack, and then I get to do whatever I want. But yeah. Nair. Oh, you also dashed in. So yeah, here you could have shielded, but then you dash and you get hit here, right? And believe it or not, you could not shield here. You could not shield because of initial dash. So equals no shield. Watch that. So that's the other thing, right? Is that if you're going to dash, I would dash away, right? You are Toon Link. You are timeout character. You are less interaction, more space equals good, right? You're floaty. You don't necessarily want to be interacting, especially with me, brawler, right? So here you dash in, and that dash in was bad for one. For two, it lets you like you're in an animation that you can't shield out of. So that's just a true punish. So he gets nair, up tilt. Then you down air, right? Bad dare. Uh, so from here you could have probably, I don't know, like out of the nair you could have jumped away. Yeah, because at that point, he does what I told you earlier. He saw that you could have landed, and he had this forward smash, but the windbox kind of saved you. That and the fact that he wasn't perfectly positioned to cover the down air, right? You were right here, and he was right here, and he was aiming for here. But then it pushed him back there because of the windbox. Yeah. Uh, so yeah. Bad dare. Boomerang up. Oh my gosh. That misses? Absurd. Even if that hits though, that is okay. That is the other thing is what are these boomerangs for, right? Obviously they're not for combos. They're not for the damage. Like he's at 3 damage. Like what is that boomerang going to do realistically? Like how much damage is this going to deal? It's going to do like 5 damage if that. Oh wow, he's at 8 or 9% instead of that. Like is that how we're going to nickel and dime ourselves to win? No, that's not how we win. This boomerang, if anything, it's to tell him that jumping is off the table, right? We are not doing this, right? And this is something I told you the other day, right? It's when he jumps, you have to have an answer to his jumps. Uh, you have to, and by an answer, I mean something that tells him you are not allowed to jump. And obviously, these boomerangs are decent, right? Obviously, a normal person, they'd be like, oh, that is a boomerang arc. I can't really challenge that. He is the kind of guy, it's like, okay, that means I just need to jump sooner. That just means I need to jump further. That just means I need to jump higher. That just means I need to be in this position right here. So, this position, this big circle, that is where we need to be threatening him or telling him you get 0 anything. You get no value out of being there. So what do we do about him being here? Obviously, he has this pyramid situation going on, right? So whenever he jumps, we can treat it like training a dog almost. That sounds bad, but basically if he has this threat range, you just stand here. All of a sudden, his jumping does nothing. He loses value out of jumping because it's like, what does this do? Here, over here, you have your little hat on your head. You have your sword, right? You have your shield. And it's like, what do I do? What do I do? You get no value, right? So it's like, you see what I'm saying, right? So you can discourage him in 2 ways. Discourage his jumps. Method 1. Hit him out of the air. Or method 2. Remove reward he gets from his jump-ins. Right? That is the big thing. That might be the most important thing I've said in half an hour. Sorry about that. But I feel like most of this is good information. So we keep going. Okay. Returning boomerang into up B. Cool. Okay, so here is what I call an RPS situation, right? You set him launching over here, right? So now he has 3 options. He could go off stage, go to ledge. That is the correct answer. I love that answer. Option 2, he could double jump in, which is what he will do because his name is Carson and he plays Mii Brawler. Option 3, he can mash and try and land right here, and all of a sudden he has 0 options and he's in the corner. So this one is the most reward, and it's the one he likes the most, right? And okay, so now we can list his resources, right? So we have his double jump, we have down B, the flip kick, and then we have air dodge. Question mark? Could he air dodge? Yeah, he could probably air dodge over here, right? So of those things that he could do, I think he's going to double jump and then try and land on you. He's going to try to reversal. This is what we call slop. This is reversal slop. We hate this. This is not how we play the game. And this is how you build bad habits, and this is how you I don't want to like shit on Carson. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying this is the trap most people get into, is when they're in a bad spot, they don't change their mindset to realize, hey, I'm in an actual bad spot here. So here, if you want to be a little on the fringe, you can fast fall because he is a fast faller. He can go to the ledge, or just being in the corner, right? Just standing in the corner. He can shield. He could do whatever he wants. He can jump in place, right? He could do all this stuff. If he's really unsure, go off stage, grab the ledge. Grabbing the ledge is super safe. Toon Link is actually a very good ledge trapper. He is the king in that situation. Or if you want to be risky, you jump in, right? Obviously, this isn't always going to get punished, and this isn't always going to work. It's risky, inherently, I think. But you've also shown him, in his mind, no punish. He can do whatever he wants because you haven't punished his jump-ins. The only thing you've punished him with is returning boomerang. In 18 seconds, you've only hit him with returning boomerang. Okay, he landed in the corner. This is very good. So how are we going to pressure this? This is actually very good question. Here you can actually forward tilt. I wouldn't risk a grab right here. I would actually jab one into, I don't know, maybe here. That's all you, bud. That's all you. That's all I gotta say. Good F tilt. It's safe on shield, and then you run away. I actually don't like this. Bad. You're a dog. I'm spraying you with water. No, don't do that. So, what you want to do is like, you want to pressure him, right? Because like, even though you want to control this part of the map, you got to remember that stage control is the part of the stage that's behind you. You are giving away so much stage control that it's I don't want to call it embarrassing, but it's like, it's not what you want to do. There's a video. Where is it? It's in this playlist. It's called Considering the Ledge. This is a very good watch for you. I'm gonna share this with you. So we're gonna actually put this in our notes. I'm gonna take away the metadata. There we go. Now we have nuances of neutral. Sweet. So you gave up all this space just to return to neutral, and I think it's because you aren't comfortable with like pressing your advantage, right? So that's the rough part, is you can't really beat that into somebody, and the best way to do that is to play people that you're worse than and focus on pressing your advantage. Because even though Toon Link is a very neutral heavy character, he is very neutral heavy. He actually really likes this. Like, he's a happy camper right here. The issue is what do you want to accomplish in neutral, right? You want to hit the guy. And then once you hit him, you want to put him in a bad spot so that he risks getting hit again, and then you can hit him again, right? Like that's the payoff of the character, right? That is the you've rode the roller coaster up to the peak, and now you get to have fun. Now you get to go downhill. Now you get to do whatever you want. It's the same thing as uh when you hit him 5 seconds earlier. In this situation, he has to change gears, which he actually does pretty well. He resets neutral. He gets down here and he shields. He nairs to get a hit stun, and then or out of tumble, hit stun, and then tumble, and then nair, and then shield. That is, and then sit in the corner. Perfect. That's literally what I was saying. He should do, right. He switches gears because he's in disadvantage, but you don't do the opposite where you're at an advantage and you don't switch your gears to switch to advantage. You're still in like neutral mode. You don't realize he's in the corner. He's shielding. He's scared of you. He's in a bad spot. Uh I don't know. That's that's what I got to say is that you need uh a better advantage to press. Do more with the good things that happen in a match. Okay, so he just dash tags. I stop breaking down every single interaction. But another thing here is this is a big thing in the matchup, in the brawler matchup that not a lot of people talk about. Well, a lot of people talk about it, but I haven't really had to deal with this because I play Min. But his dash attack goes really far. Like if Fox dash attack goes this far, his dash attack goes like this far. That's maybe an exaggeration. It actually might not be an exaggeration. It goes very far. It's probably like here. It's probably like this far. It's really far, right? And late dash attack, it actually starts mad combos, dude. It's crazy. So the fact that he gets in and like, okay, so like, it's like to here. When did he start it? So it covered like all of that. You see, like that's the space it covered. And yeah, you can maybe try to dash back and then forward tilt or dash back pivot grab, right? You could dash back and then pivot grab. I don't know. Like there's a lot of things you could maybe do there, but at the end of the day, it's not safe on shield. You could probably jump. You could throw a bomb at his face. So I guess that is a little bit of an awakening, right? So in neutral, let me. Okay, so here let's assume he jumps forward. No double jump, no flip kick, no anything, right? If he jumps, his threat range is like this, right? And if he dash attacks, his threat range is just in a straight line, right? So it makes all of this good. This is good. That's a thumbs up. um and like even over here, right, even though he's fast, and like that's the thing is like about these like straightforward ranges, you can cover this. Like obviously you have boomerang, you can go this way with it, you have bomb which goes like this, you have arrow, but like you also in 20 seconds, which that might not seem like a lot, but like you set the pace of the match so early on, and once you set your own pace, it's hard to switch gears. So you should have, and that's why I've like harped on since like literally the first second, about like what your strategy should be, what your game plan is, what you're covering, what you're rewarding, what you're not rewarding, what you're punishing, like what you're discouraging, all this other stuff. That is what is important. So dash attack, uh, and then he gets this. Okay, that's something that I've noticed because I skimmed through the video last night. Is that you don't really get hit by this, like the shot put range, like you kind of understand that, like you get that, you get a little gold star, good job. But you don't let this threaten you. But at the same time, it's also the fact that Carson is not a great ledge trapper. He can try and do that, and he might do a nair or two. But at the same time, it's also like you do that one thing, right? So you double jump early. That is a little rough. So what I would do here. Okay. So you get hit by dash tech. What I'm doing is I'm throwing the bomb, and that does two things, right? I might not throw it here. I'd probably throw it right here, maybe right here. But probably like around this area. Why would I do that? For two reasons. So the first one is that you are facing this way. What does that mean? That means that you can't zare the ledge because you're facing that way. So you got to face this way. So you can boomerang, obviously, or you could just throw the bomb. Throwing the bomb is easier, and it probably covers a little bit better, and it's got way better frame data. So I would just fall, throw the bomb, covers yourself, and then zare the ledge, right? That is just the safest situation, because if you, like, from where he's at, he could literally, like, cover all of this really well. So if you try to land on that, that is death. That is skull. Dead. Yeah. So don't land on him in this situation. That's bad. Go to ledge. Throw the bomb so that you can zare the ledge. But you jump in, and then you Z-drop the bomb for no reason, and then you shield, and then he tried to catch the jump in, which kind of shows where his mind is, right? So he sees that, he sees your double jump. You at least try to land in the corner, right? You jump in, and then you cut it short. You could have drifted way further in, but that would have been terrible, because that's what he's looking for. That shows where his mind is, right? That's what this back air is. He's trying to hit up here. That's what he's threatening. And like a lot of the time, like people are going to challenge what they think that they need to cover. But yeah. Okay, so get in the corner. Good dash tag. I feel like the smoke screen actually covered you there. That's pretty interesting. That's like one of the biggest differences between Toon Link and the other links is that you can use your bombs as a smoke screen. But you get this dash tag, then you get this platform tech chase, right? And you barely, like, is it by one frame? Yeah, literally one frame. One frame later, one frame sooner, you would have got that. And this is fine. This is a great situation because in this situation, a lot of people are just going to like up air the shield or up tilt or up smash or something. But what happens if you just wait here, right? You just wait for them to do something stupid. And a lot of times that works. Okay, so he's jumping, and then he lands on you with nair. You get nair. Oh. So first off, this up tilt is very, very well timed, but it's so unreliable because, like, okay, so he jumps out, and then he double jumps. He does this low double jump a lot. He doesn't like to land. He likes to jump. He's a jumper. He's a doer. He does things. So then he jumps in on you, right? And this is actually really interesting. He does a double fastfall. So you can't see it very well, but there is a purple star right here. He does his first fastfall here, right? And then he lets go of the stick, and he inputs nair here, and you could see that he starts to fall slower. Like when you start an aerial, it actually slows you down. It resets your fastfall. And then he fastfalls a second time. Look at that. He fastfalls twice. So he jumps, almost lands on... Okay. So he jumps, almost lands on the platform, double jumps, fastfalls right here, goes down, nairs, and then fastfalls again right here. So, like, do you see all the different variants that he could have done? He could have also, as I said before, air dodge or flip kick. So you kind of got lucky with this timing on up tilt where it traded, right? And if he didn't fast fall, if he didn't do his second fast fall right here, your up tilt would have just won. So like it's a very unreliable situation to try and challenge me Gunner from the ground with up tilt. That's not what I would do, but in this situation it worked out, and you had his timing kind of down, right? So like I'm not trying to give you too much grief. I'm just saying. Okay, so here he's in the air. He does this kind of RPS situation, and if you remember, the last time he was in this situation, he just did nair to get out of tumble, and then he landed shield, right? That is how he likes to do things. So I don't know if that was a read on your part or what, but you covered it really well, and then you didn't out frame data him. His nair just missed, and then your forward air just beat it. And then he flip kicks because he still doesn't have a double jump from back here. So here you do the jump back boomerang, and this is perfect. Oh my gosh, yeah. So then he does nair fast fall. You can see a little fast fall right there, and then you hit him out of that. He still doesn't have a double jump. Still has no flip kick. Here he should be dead. Oh my gosh, you're a legend. And then there I could see that you did the left right, right? So like you up B, and then you pull him out, and then you pull him in. So you go back in so you can live, and then you go out again to kill him. Make sure the last hit doesn't hit, and then you pull back in. So you did up B, out, in so you live, out to kill him, and then back in to land. Like that was, oh, I love doing that. That's one of my favorite things with Link. And yeah, that was very well done. And that all happened because you caught like one bad double jump, right? That's all you need. That's really all you need. That's your win condition. Okay. Runs up, you're shielding. Yeah, he likes to grab. Down throw thropper, bomb saves you. He loves to do this. Okay, I saw that later on you die to this in the set, but you get this down throw thropper. I think that's just a true combo. So what? He gets hit. In this situation, you know what he's going to do. He's going to do another thropper, because if he hits it, you die. And it actually almost hit. And here, this is actually another big thing that I saw, is you get hit, and you just kind of sit in disadvantage in tumble. And tumble, I'm not sure if you knew this. Tumble is bad. Worse air drift, wider hurt box, easier to hit, and you also can't fast fall. So what do we do about this? Well, when you get hit, you need to get out of tumble. Usually that's going to be your fastest move. Or not necessarily your fastest move, but your shortest animation. Which for Toon Link, I can spell. We're going to look at his aerials. Nair is 41 frames, forward air is 38, back air is 35, up air and down air, ha. So back air out of hit stun, which is actually the same as Link's, so that's 35 frames. Let's compare that to Link's real quick. So if we go to Link's frame data, aerial attacks, back air, 30 frames, only 5 frames less. That's pretty good. And then you compare that to Min Min, and Min Min's best is Ram Ram neutral air, which is 28 frames. So that's only 7 frames worse than Min Min's. So that's something you could do. Another thing you can do is SSBU wiki item throw. This is a frame data that is not on the frame data thing. This is Smash 4 and Ultimate. If we go down to Toon Link, what is all this? Okay, forward throw. Okay, so in Ultimate, your ground throw, your grounded frame data and your aerial frame data for item throws is the same. So if we go to Toon Link, throw, total, back throw. Okay, so this is the startup on the throw, and then this is the total frames. And then it's forward, back, up, down, dash throw, ground throw. Okay, so Toon Link forward throw is 20 frames, 20, 20, 18 for down throw. Yeah, wow. Yeah, so 20 frames. Throwing a bomb is 15 frames better than using your back air, because your back air is 35 frames total. So that's something you can do. Let's look at your specials just because we can. 39 frames, 77, 45, 36. Pulling a bomb isn't too bad. The issue is, at least with Link, I don't know if this is 100% the same with Young Link, but I know that with Link, if you pull a bomb out of hit stun, you keep your momentum from the attack. So sometimes, like say you get hit right here, and you can act right here. If you pull a bomb, then you keep going a little bit, and that can kill you. So that's like something to keep in mind. So yeah, the best thing you can do is throw a bomb downwards. If you Z drop, obviously that makes the bomb active on frame 1, but a Z drop does not take you out of hit stun, or out of tumble, I mean. So yeah. Toon Link can forward throw or just throw a bomb, basically. And that is as good as you're going to get, realistically. Zare, 73 frames. Wow. What's the landing lag on that? 8 frames? That's pretty good. It's not bad. But yeah, back air out of hit lag. That's what you should do. So when you're when you get hit, you should back air. Just like C-stick back air. Got the edge. Instant jump. Okay, returning boomerang down air. And then he mashes nair. Yeah. So this is just, yeah. Down air's not safe on hit. As soon as you hit this is, you get punished, actually. Because you're still in, like, landing lag. Because landing lag for down air, that is the landing lag move in Smash, is Toon Link down air. Yeah, Toon Link down air has 23 frames of landing lag. That is absurd. Yeah, so it has to be like actually a good hit to really not. So here you could have done that, and out of the down air, you could probably have done a nair. You could have done returning boomerang nair, returning boomerang fair, right? So here the down air is decent, but like the forward air would have been better, obviously. And it's a retrospect, right? But that's something to keep in mind, is returning boomerang, and then here you shouldn't be doing back down air, you should be doing forward air, right? Anyways, yeah. Get off stage. Up beat a ledge. He's not even trying to challenge you. Good jump. Zare's landing. Okay, up tilt, up air. Nice. Okay, I actually like that forward smash. That's what I was telling you to do earlier. Forward smash, trying to hit him. But he was not in. So this is where another thing that kind of showed up is that, like, he's shielding. He's already down. And, okay, so he gets hit by up tilt, up air. And at this situation, that he has been discouraged, right? He died earlier. He just got ate a combo. He's in the air. He's losing. He double jumps. And you forward smash, right? Your mind is where it should have been at the start of the match. But his mind is like it's somewhere else, right? He's been punished. He's been beat like a dog. And you're trying to punish him for mashing. He's not going to be mashing. He's down a stock. He's not going to be mashing. So this is just a misread by you, because he doesn't have a reason to believe that mashing is good. Because if you remember at the start of the video, right here, he's mashing, he's throwing that, he's jumping, he's moving around, he's doing all these things. You're throwing stuff. You eat nair, hard nair, down tilt. He gets hit, doesn't matter. Nair, doesn't matter. Up tilt, doesn't matter. He's still going to try and jump in on you. Nair, up tilt, down air, forward smash. Like, you see all this? Like, he's rewarded for mashing at this point. But then all this stuff happens. He dies. His combo gets interrupted. You don't die. He gets the sledge trap. He hates ledge trapping. He eats this combo. He gets this nair. And then he gets a unsuccessful edge guard, unsuccessful ledge trap. And then he jumps, tries to read a jump with back air. He eats this combo, and at this point, this is when he's starting to realize, okay, I can't just be doing things just because. And you are behind the times, right? Like, you're quote unquote winning in this situation, but you're not winning because you're outplaying him. You won because you played well in one situation, right? Like, you did really well at what you did. You had this boomerang, dash tag a shield, up you had a shield, you should live, down air. Oh, yep. So here, just jump away, go to ledge. You eat Thrupper and live, go to ledge. Just go to ledge. Just go to ledge. Right? This is, yeah. And not only that, like, if you did nair or back air here, you would be actionable up here, right? You're actionable up here. So at that point, you could do fast fall and then neutral air dodge, and you're invincible until like right here. You're invincible for like all of this with fast fall, neutral air dodge. Like, if you, but to fast fall, you can't be in tumble. So you want to back air immediately, and then fast fall, and then let go of the stick, and then air dodge. That's something you could do. That is, again, risky, and it's also, again, worse for floatier characters. So because you're floatier, you don't fall as fast. So for a character like Fox, right? He would be able to be invincible from like right here all the way to the ground. But for like Jigglypuff, it would be like from here until like right here, or like right here, something like that. But you see what I mean? Like, you're invincible longer the faster your fast fall is. So as a floatier character, obviously you're not going to get the most out of that. Another thing you can do is also just misdirect your direction. If you want to, like, because as Toon Link, you have two really good B reverses. You have Arrow, you have Boomerang, and they're super worth having. Not only that, you could not just only B reverse, you could also wave bounce. So if you are facing this way, and you want to throw a boomerang this way, but you want to be moving that way, that's when you do a wave bounce. Which is possible to do, and it's probably a bit easier with side B than it is for neutral B. But that is something you could do. Anyways, learn B reverse landing mix-ups. I didn't mean for that to be capitalized, but it is now. Is that on now? Nope. Okay, sweet. Anyways, you get thruppered because you got lazy in disadvantage. Come in with bomb. Bomb up tilt. He's barely out of range. I think that's just unfortunate because you knew which angle he was going to be sent at, and it just didn't work out. Down throw, forward air. Okay. Was that SDI? I'm going to check. If it was, I doubt it was like intentional. But I see one SDI input. Like, so if you see this little thing right here, that is an SDI input indicator. So you SDI'd straight away, which I think it was because he fast falled is why it didn't work. You jump here. This is just sketchy. I feel like a lot of characters can kill you for that here. Yeah, like, and then you're mashing in the corner, right? Like, you're kind of a little bit aimless there. Second forward air misses. You drift off stage. Just zare the ledge here. Just zare the ledge. Then you double jump, and you're just kind of there. And then you up B. And this up B is actually really risky because this down tilt, it misses you. But it was like one frame off. What the heck? It could have been a 2 frame, is what I'm saying. You jump at the same timing, mix up your ledge timing a little more, as well as recognize when you can roll, because roll is very high reward. Obviously, you don't want to get into the habit of it. Forward tilt, it's pretty safe. Dash back boomerang. Uh, I don't like this boomerang spacing, but I'm not gonna delve into it. Like, dash back boomerang is decent. Like, you forward air, but you're not familiar with like his height. Maybe you need to learn IDJ forward air. Maybe that was a short hop and you needed to full hop forward air. I don't know. Good up air. See, you're punishing his jumps a bit better now. Down throw thrupper. Don't get lazy. Oh, you tried a landing up air. You're cheesy. You're so cheesy. Like, you're disadvantage here. Wow, that okay. Yeah, should have killed you. In my mind, you died there. Okay. Flip kick in. Yep. And this is just like he saves his, and like you weren't even doing anything about it. Like, I don't know. Like, you weren't ready for that mix at all. Like, he flips and then you're just like standing there. You're literally standing there. And like I've been there. You could probably watch my VODs and find 10 situations of that, but yeah. Good weight. Ooh. Ooh. So here I do this. I'm in this situation. I'm calling his bluff and grabbing him. Not only like, because at this point, if you're winning, that's awesome. You get to extend your lead, and if you're losing, how much more do you have to lose? You're at 120. What's the difference between 120 and dying? Really, not that much. So like, grab here is actually pretty good, and he's not a spot dodger. If you know anything about Carson, he is not a spot dodger. He does not spot dodge. So I would have actually grabbed there. Okay, good boomerang. Does it lead to anything? No. So your boomerangs don't really lead to combos. Decent up smash. Wow, he died. It was actually a turnaround up smash too. What is the angle on up smash? Because I know on... Okay, so front hit sends in, and then back hit sends in too. Okay, so you need to hold in towards Toon Link to live longer. And I can tell that wasn't the best DI. That was either no DI. I think it was no DI, actually. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. But if he held in, then he would have lived longer. I don't know if he would have lived that, but... Okay. Yeah, these gross... Like, that's another thing, is you don't really recognize that being in... This is what we call the drop zone. Is this entire, like... This entire region right here, this is the drop zone. Because that's where we drop bodies. This is dangerous. Spikes, bad things happen here, right? We want to avoid that. So what do we do? So like here, you throw a bomb upwards, doesn't really do anything. Second bomb is in hand. You jump off stage, throw the bomb back at the stage, and then here, just zare the ledge. Just tether the ledge. Just Z. Just push your Z button, and then you live. But you double jump, okay? So now you have this big target on you, right? And if you hit that target, you just die. Even if it's just like a weak nair, because like you have no jump, you'd be too far away from tether. Like it's and then not only that, you're trying to land on stage, thinking, oh, the bomb's covering me. You're not trusting your eyes. Use your eyes. Trust your eyes. You don't, and like not only that, like you have to remember he can jump over your threat range. It's only been 2 minutes, but yeah, I don't know. Like you threw that stock away a lot. And I don't want to say that like it's not the biggest deal, because yeah, you're at 120, but at the same time, Toon Link does get a lot off of rage, and Toon Link gets so, and like zoners in general, we get so much off of like being able to live a long time, because all of a sudden they have to break our zone to hit us one time, and that one hit had better be a kill move, otherwise you're not killing me till 180, 190, 200, right? That is the benefit to playing a zoner, is that not only do they have to break our zone, they have to break our zone and then kill us, right? So that is the benefit to that, and like when stuff like this happens, that's just preventable, I feel like. Okay, respawn, pull a bomb, throw it at him, he jumps over it, boomerang, he jumps over it. Okay, he's gonna land on you, psych, double jump. Okay, side B there, and that's another thing you gotta remember, is that he has this suplex side B. It'll never kill you, but it just does 20 damage. It's a pretty good move. Okay, boomerang up, decent, up tilt. I don't like this up tilt because he does not fall through platforms. If he's on a platform, he's jumping, right? He's not gonna fall through the platform. He's gonna jump. So like this up tilt, I feel is wasted. And you should instead be creating space and giving him a reason to jump, and then you can punish it, or discouraging the jump or something. I don't know. I just feel like this up tilt doesn't accomplish anything. And you're getting a little bit mashy. That up tilt, I think, would have been late. So he jumps on you. Let's assume he nairs right here. Nair, dan, dan, dan. That would have hit you. If he had naired, that's another nair combo, and then you take 50. So in my mind, you're at 50 right now. But he jumps away from your late thing. But yeah, you at least waited for the double jump, or at least the double jump happened and then you cut onto it. Back throw. He doesn't double jump early. So that's something that I've recognized, is that he does not jump in disadvantage. And that's actually very good for Carson. Ooh, that's clutch. So here, I don't know. You kind of throw out the boomerang and then you throw out the F tilt, and it's not really good. Ledge trapping. Okay, neutral, bomb throw down, bomb hits shield, back hit nair, rolls back, shields boomerang, tries a forward tilt, up smash out of shield. This is bad for two reasons. So the first one is, look at this spacing right here. Even before shield pushback, up smash doesn't hit, up B doesn't hit, grab might work, but let's actually don't know. What is me brawlers? Forward tilt on shield. Forward tilt is minus 13, meaning you can't grab it because your grab out of shield's like frame 18, frame 19. What's his nair on shield? Nair is minus 2, so it's not really punishable. Back air is minus 6. Up air is minus 6. Yeah, pretty good character. So forward tilt, and now he's even further away because of shield pushback. And then you do up smash out of shield. It's punished with dash attack. Yeah, so you shield, which is definitely a good idea as Toon Link because you get reversals. But there, I would, instead of up smash, I would just jumped, or like just let go of shield. I don't know, because like at this, because it's like I was talking about at the beginning, right, with the zones. Because in this situation, he has this forward tilt, and at this range, if he wants to come closer, he needs to go an entire unit in, which is not really an option because of where you're at. This is just an awkward spacing, so he has the great idea of backing up, right? And that's something that you have to be aware of, is that like he couldn't really dash attack in, he couldn't really dash in, he couldn't really roll in. I mean, maybe he could roll in and he'd end up behind you. Roll in's not a bad idea, actually, right here. But yeah, he does dash back and then he does dash in. And if you look at it, it's actually very smart, because usually the way it works is it's like just truncated, right? He has to go back and then he goes forth and then he goes one more. And what's the difference between that and just one Just one. Well, I'll tell you. And it's because he did a dash. Oh my gosh. I can't work this thing. And it's because he did a dash and then he dashed in and then he started a dash attack right here because once his initial dash is over, then he's in run. And run is a lot better. So after this initial dash, he is able to freely like water move however he wants, right? After he gets this initial dash. So that was actually a very smart play by him, just for spacing reasons. But he gets this dash back, and then he gets the dash attack, and obviously he ends up clear over here because like me brawler dash attack is absurd. And like that's something that like my spider sense, I guess, kind of picked up on, is in this situation he's doing roll, and then he's doing F tilt, so he's picking grounded options. So he is thinking grounded. That is another thing about Carson you'll know, is that he gets into modes of thinking. He religiously follows these paths of thought where if he feels like he needs to mash, he's going to mash. If he feels like he needs to be safe, he's going to play safe. If he feels like he needs to do double jump mix-ups, he's going to do that. And if he feels like he needs to do grounded options, he's going to stick to it. If he just did something, he's usually going to do it again. So roll, F tilt. What's he going to do next? Probably a grounded option. What's a good grounded option he could do? Dash attack. Obviously, who would have read dash back in, right? That's a good mix-up. That's a good option. But in that situation, I would have recognized that he's going to do something on the ground, and I would have just jumped out of shield. That's what I'm saying here. Okay, double jump high again. This is terrible. Grab the ledge. Good suplex. You try to jump. Okay. So. Then you try to swing in. I think that's a forward air. But here, it's like this is the test of character. This is what shows who you are. You just got launched, right? And in this situation, Carson did nair because he can, and then he fast follow the ground, and then he shielded, right? That is what he do. So in this situation, you can jump, you can attack, or you can air dodge. And obviously there's different reasons for each one. Here in this situation, I think the correct option, quote unquote correct, is to jump away. Obviously, you could try and hit him coming in, and that is an option, but at the same time, his dash attack is very big. It's very wide. It's not worth it. But yeah, this shows where you're at, and you're also reversal slopped. You are a slop victim. I hate to say it. Okay, forward air, get hit by an air, shield that, up tilt, grab, back throw. Good job not pummeling. You get one guaranteed pummel every 40%. So at 40 you get 1, 80 you get 2, 90 you still get 2, 100 you still get 2, 120 you get 3. But you didn't pummel, that's good. Back throw. Actually, let's look at your damage on your throws. So forward throw does 7, 7 for back throw, 7 for up throw, 7 for down throw. Okay, so all of your throws do the same damage. So yeah, it really does come down to frame advantage and like positioning. So back throw is decent. The issue is it didn't send him off stage, but it did send him in a weird situation where he gets hit by this boomerang, right? So up tilt your shield, back throw. And he's gonna nair to the ground again. If you noticed, he did do that nair again. See? He nairs before he hits the ground, and then he eats this boomerang, and then you hesitate. You hesitate. You hit this boomerang, and then you didn't follow up. That's boomerang fair. Right there. You dropped it. then he double jumps, and then he hits his nair, and at this point you lost the game. Nair, tech roll in. Okay, this is a very smart roll in because he is gonna move this way, so you move this way. Yeah, not much more to it. Dash tech, up tilt. Ooh, barely missed the nair. Maybe up air would have been the play there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one. Maybe because, okay, I think the issue is that you did short hop nair macro, but you needed to do full hop nair. So learn full hop nair fast. Up tilt FH nair drills. That's something to practice. Okay. There's you to platform. Roll in. Another good situation. Down throw thrupper. Should kill. Doesn't kill. Go off stage. There the ledge. Finally you do it. Okay, he completely messes up his... Like, he threw a shot put the wrong direction right there. So, how are you going to get back on stage? Ooh, gross. Okay, so he meant to do a turnaround neutral B, but he didn't. So, you jump in, and my thought here is I want to be in, like, this situation above him because he just messed up. So he's like feeling a lot of anxiety right now. Oh my god, I just messed up. So he's going to pick a defensive option. So in this situation, I'm going to try and pressure him. But you try to land in the corner. Whatever. And then he... What did you do? You dashed in again. I think, yeah, like you got hit by... Yeah, initial dash equals no shield. So you initial dashed into a back air. So, yeah. We're gonna edit this. This means that you are trying to move in close quarters unsafely. Yeah. Okay, so you jump high, forward air completely whiffs. You land on the ground. He punishes your landing lag with down air. Oh, he's looking for that thrupper. Oh my god. That was beautiful. Sorry. But it's like another one of those situations where it's like forward air, I'm in a bad situation. I'm going to land with forward air even though he's clear up here. Like you're trying to like okay, you're here and you're landing this way and you're trying to attack this space, but he's over here. What happens when you attack? Yeah, like we just saw. You miss, you get hit. Okay. Sweet. You're over here and then okay. So here you should have a double jump because you landed on stage, right? So then drift, right? Where is it? Tumble is bad. So you get hit and you just lazily hold away, right? Oh, this is the one note I thought of ahead of time. I know we're an hour and 20 minutes into it. But at this situation, you just like you make it very predictable what angle you're going in. And so all he needs to do is just label out like the timeline where you're going to be and then he just needs to hit this right here. And that's just easy money because he knows that you just got punished for that. So you get set up here and it's like, okay, well, he just got punished for holding in. So he's not going to hold in. He's going to hold out. He sees you holding out, right? He sees you going out. It's probably not the actual angle. Out. And he's ready for that. Wow. And that was like very tightly done too. And then you threw a boomerang at the very end, but at that point it didn't matter. At this point, like it did not matter. So yeah, your disadvantage is just lazy. Is really all it comes down to there. For that one situation. Okay. Game 2 stage. Ew, gross battlefield. I don't know what he banned, but wait, maybe we can hear it. I don't know. I can't hear it. But, um, yeah, I don't like Battlefield into Brawler, as I said earlier, because he gets up throws or up air stuff way better. Obviously, you can move around platforms pretty well too. The issue is, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you get more out of longer stages against this guy. Okay, so right off the bat, both jumps to the top platform. That's kind of funny. Okay, you're moving around pretty slow, right? Like it's full hop, boomerang, forward tilt. Oh, dang, he just jumps for no reason. He could have got a punish there. Then you run off slow fall, catch the boomerang, run off slow fall. I don't think you fast fall, did you? Oh, I guess you did fast fall. So you're taking stage control. Okay, up air, up air, up air. Good dash attack, I guess. Okay, so you have 33%. Pretty good. Up B. Whoa, that's messed up. Okay. Dash attack. What? That was so weird. Down air, terrible. Dash attack. Yeah, you're not ledge trapping all that well here. Like you throw him off stage. In this situation here, you should recognize he has two options. Before he had three because he could land right here, but in this situation he can't do that because of where he is. Because if he just drifts in, he just dies, obviously. So he can either one, go off stage, go to ledge, right? Or two, jump on stage and then flip kick or something, right? So he could do all that. And I don't know, I feel like in that situation, all you want to do is just cover everything you can, right? Because if he goes high and you're going out here like this, like if he jumps, like there's not really much you can do to cover that. So, and then if he goes low, he grabs the ledge. What are you gonna do? You're gonna forward air him at 50? Maybe it'll kill. I don't think so. You have no rage. Rage starts at 30 or 35%. So it's like you have zero rage. You have complete stage control, and you're gonna throw off, jump off stage and throw it all away. I don't know, like yeah, another situation where you need to watch this video. Uh let's see. But yeah, I would have just taken the ledge trap. This is where you could take a page out of Jojo the Hobo. I think that's his name, right? Yeah, I think this is the guy. But it's like right here. Right off the bat. Ledge trap, forward tilt. Run off, double jump in, nair. Like he kind of throws it away there. But not really. Because it's like what's Pac-Man? Pac-Man's slow and floaty, right? So it's like he's not really losing a whole bunch, and then that kind of baited him to get hit by that nair. So now he's ledge trapping with dash back boomerang, and now you have the returning boomerang to worry about, as well as everything Toon Link's trying to do. Following up air, sweet. He gets out of the situation, but he has to cover himself, and then that is a good ledge trap. That is a very good ledge trap because it oh my gosh, like he might have committed too much to this up air, but it's like he does so much. Like I watch a lot of JoJo versus what's his name? Uh Peckham, the Midman from SoCal. And that is something that he makes it look like a crazy hard matchup. It's because of how hard he ledge traps. That is one of the best things about this character is that they are a crazy ledge trapper. And like I'll try to find another situation of a good ledge trapping. He goes high. Okay, here we go. Okay. Hits a hydrant. Okay. Cool. Forward tilt on shield. It's safe because it's spaced. Oh my gosh. And that wasn't on accident, by the way. He's standing at this particular spot very, very intentionally because he recognizes in this situation, he could forward tilt, and like if Pac-Man does nothing, he probably doesn't get hit. Actually, wait, this move is huge. Like this forward tilt is like that spacing is so good. It's so good, and I'm not just talking about the spacing. I'm talking about like the entire option coverage, and that's ledge trapping. That is this character. So forward air to shield. He's still in the corner. Has to throw a cherry because he's so scared. Yeah. Anyways, that's what I'm saying is that you should have ledge trapped here, but you throw it all away. And yeah, you might have gotten this thing off the neutral getup, but that was you mashing. That was not a read. That was not a reaction. That was I am in a advantageous position. I should be pushing a button. Like, yeah, maybe you reacted to it, but it's like you hit the up tilt and then you didn't do anything off of it. Okay, so he nairs in the okay. I actually really like this tiny little sequence right here. Up air, missed that. Run off the platform. He's trying to chase with up air. I like this dash back boomerang. Even though the boomerang should have been angled down because that's where he is. Dash tech, returning up air, or returning boomerang up air. Good boomerang, good bomb. The boomerang there is decent, but it's like you're aiming for where he is as you're throwing it. Here I would have angled it up. That would have intercepted this jump angle here. Right, where it's like you throw it here, you throw it right here. But if you throw it here, look at where he comes in. Like that would have hit that. Like, oh my gosh, my drawing actually comes in clutch. The boomerang would have hit him if you angled it up there. I don't know. I'm getting a little tired. Okay, boomerang's still out. That's rough. You just run up, grab him. Okay, so he has no flip kick. Okay. Ooh. Oh, you got greedy. Okay, so he hit this bomb, and then he hits the tech, right? And in this situation, I'm just gonna down smash, right? At this point, like you kind of get in your own head, and like that's like I don't know, like I can tell that you don't really have a lot of active thought in a lot of these situations where where you have complete advantage and you're not really interacting with somebody necessarily, but it's like you this is a flow chart, right? Where it's like he you put down the bomb, he hits the bomb, he hits the tech. In that situation, if he misses the tech, he dies because he's at 120. If he hits the tech, where's he going to be sent? Right? That is the next step in the flow chart. He goes right here. Uh right. Oh, no. Okay. So he hit that. Crazy arrow, by the way. Good stuff. He double jumps into that. He techs. And then you're shielding. Why are you shielding? Just down smash him. Right? Like you cover that with down smash. You could have covered it with up B. You could have forward tilted. You could have even down tilted. You could have run off back air. Probably not, actually. I don't think it leads to anything good. But yeah, down smash is the easy answer. I think forward tilt's not bad. Down tilt probably leads to something. Up B is probably a little bit easy. But you like get stuck in this like train of thought that the only thing you can do in this situation is down air. And that's that's good. Spikes are cool, but we're not all like that. There's more to life than down air. And that's the other thing is like you weren't even like timing the down air with his options. You were like just kind of doing down air because like look at this down air. Like who are you hitting here? Like obviously, yeah, it would have hit if he was right here when the bomb hit, but that's not what happened. That's not reality. You got to trust your eyes, you remember? So that's something and it's hard in the situation, and maybe it's because I've been playing this game for 10 years between Link and Min Min also has a very fast down smash. But I love hitting Min Min down smash in these situations. I hit him all the time. I've hit him lately, all the time at least. But yeah, that's something I would do is just watch their options and then recognize maybe he only went that high because of the down air win box. But either way, down smash beats that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like down smash is the play here. And if I were you, the only time you should be looking for bomb down air is for two frame stuff. In situations like these, where it's an edge guard, right? Like he's doing flip kick, and then you hit this arrow, and all of a sudden this is just an edge guard. Here, you instead of pulling a bomb, you could have done run off fair. Instead of pulling a bomb, you could have like the bomb ended up working good. Like this bomb, like you Z drop the bomb and then you just land on the ground so you have your grounded options because your grounded options are what's going to kill him, right? He's at 120. We're not trying to gimp him. We're not trying to spike him. We're not trying to get a crazy early kill. We're trying to secure the stock. And at that situation, uh, forward tilt, a smash attack, a forward air, or anything that combos into any of those would be amazing. Bomb forward air, boomerang forward air, or in this situation, bomb tech read down smash would have been great. I'll stop harping on it. Sorry. Yeah, you just pulled the trigger on up B too soon. Research ledge trapping. I'm just gonna put that because I don't know everything there is to know about Toon Link ledge trapping. There's just a lot to it. Down throw. Oh, he tried to get the IDJ IRAR bear. Instant double jump. Instant reverse aerial rush. Back air. So down throw. And then he does turn around jump, double jump, back air. And it barely misses. And I think it's because... I think it's mostly because of DI. He could have caught you slipping. He could have caught you out of your double jump if I don't know, in certain situations. Good there, good tether. Another thing here is I might have mentioned this before, but when you tether, you can just hang, and this counts for airtime if you just hang, right? Like if you just hang, like right here, yeah, maybe he can like run off back air. I doubt it because there's no reason to. Some crazy people would, but Carson sucks at lead trapping as is, let alone gonna run off back air somebody that's doing this situation. And even then, he has to like get a good read on if you're gonna keep holding ledge or holding tether. Anyways, what I'm saying is that if you hold tether, you get more airtime, which means you get more ledge invincibility frames, which is very good. That's something you can do. Bad get up attack. Just jump. Just jump. Just jump out of the situation. You got greedy. You got so greedy with that get up attack. Up air. Yeah, you should be dead here. Wow, you actually lived. Look how close you were to that blast zone. Literally, look at that. That's crazy. Okay, so now you're in tumble, so you got to get out of tumble. Oh, no, no. Boomerang. That's how you lost the first game. Yep. You didn't learn. Womp womp. Okay. I don't like this bomb for one big reason, and it's because you're on battlefield. So if you just hold down B right here, you end up on the top platform for most of the bomb grab animation. And yeah, that might not seem like a big deal. When you respawn, you only have 2 seconds of iframes. A bomb is 36 frames, so or something like that. I don't remember exactly. So that's like 30% of your respawn iframes. So instead, I would fast fall through the platform and then pull a bomb. But you just pull it on the platform, and then by the time you touch the ground, like you've already lost all your iframes. Like respawn iframes are the most broken thing in this game. I don't think you like understand how good invincibility is, and like how much people have to play around it. Like literally, I think that's how you lost your first stock is because of his iframes in the first game. Uh, okay, so you're just walking around, throwing boomerang, get hit by nair, up B in place. Okay, here you're just kind of aimless and neutral and you don't know what to look for, and he's waiting for you to do something. This is where, if I were you, I would just start doing your good neutral options. This is where, what do I do? This is where you find like your base level Toon Link tutorial bullshit, where it's like, okay, this is where you need to jump in with boomerang, or like you need to set up a wall. Like, just literally run away and do, like, here just do dash back and then like B reverse arrow or turn around neutral B arrow. Like, why not? You know, like, what is he gonna do from here that stops you from doing dash back arrow? And he has stage control anyways, so why would you try and challenge this head on? Especially when it's me brawler. He's a fast faller, he has all this frame data, he's got safety on shield. Like, you can't really head on challenge that. And not only that, you're Toon Link. You don't want to be taking these head on challenges or assaults. You want to be you're a timeout character, really. Like, I don't know. Dash attack, whatever. Good parry, up B. It's probably a good punish, but you didn't get the kill. Up smash, yeah, you probably should have up smashed for the kill. Okay, flip kicks over. You're just desperate for the kill at this point. Charge up B. Ew, gross. You taunted. Nair, forward smash, taunt. Oh wait, no, that's just end lag of forward smash. That's not a taunt. Why are you okay? I know why you're air dodging there, and it's because you're afraid of the ball, right? Because the ball is gonna go like this, and you know that. That's one thing you're very good at. Good job. You get a little star. I can't draw star. But the ball goes, and you're afraid of it, right? So it's like, oh, I have to air dodge in. No, if you literally neutral air dodge, that is much better. Neutral air dodge and then up B. You want to go down and then just grab the ledge. You're like, okay, this ledge is your best friend. I need you to know that. Like, grabbing the ledge is a very, 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 very good thing, especially against Carson. Because he kind of sucks at ledge trapping. Obviously, there's certain situations like the last one where like, okay, so the problem stems from like your ledge game is a little weak, but it's not even that it's weak, it's that you're uncomfortable with it. So instead of trying to go and pick good options, you're going to pick these worse options that lets you avoid the ledge. And it's like, okay, now what happens? Okay, I'm in the corner and oh wow, you got lucky there. That's really all there is to it. You got lucky. Sorry. Okay, now you're ledge trapping, and like, what is this spacing? This spacing's terrible. This is the spacing he wants to be at. You're fighting brawler. You gotta, okay, when you're ledge trapping, where do you want to be? Okay, here you actually had a great position. Why is this a great position? One, returning boomerang. It's gonna go back out. It's gonna come back in a minute, right? It's going to go out, and then it's going to come back, right? So you have that to worry about. So what if he rolls? You're in this position. What if he jumps? He has 0 airspeed. He could go on the platform. He can go here. He could try and land on you. And in which case, you can, I don't know, shield or something, right? There's so much. Like, if he neutral get ups, he's in the corner. If he get up attacks, it's going to miss because you're over here, right? Like, this is great positioning. And then you dash in. Why do you dash in there? I don't like that. You dash into down tilt. Does this down tilt do anything? One, he's invincible. Two, you didn't space it. If you wanted the down tilt, like, you're here, you should be here so that you tip of your sword hits him like that, right? So instead, like, you're here, I don't know. Like, that down tilt doesn't work for like 6 reasons, and you throw away the good spacing. Okay, dash tag the back of his shield. Honestly, he could have just up a shield. But he did. Okay, so at this point, it's made very clear that Carson is very comfortable in these situations, and you're scrambling. You're like, I need to kill him. Oh, you're getting stressed. Why? Why are you getting stressed? You don't need to stress. You still need to take the same number of stocks that you needed to take at the start of the game. Nothing has changed in that regard. Bomb. Slow reaction forward air. Up to under platform. I don't like that. Forward air, like that. Good. Boomerang, but he kicks right through it. Good job. Okay. Bomb. Slow. Ooh, yep, you're dead. This, like, remember that when you're off stage, remember how we were talking about his resources? He has double jump. And he has flip kick. Well, you only have double jump. Right? You only have double jump. This is gold. This is gold to you, right? So here is the pattern I would go. Let's see if I can get it more zoomed out. Okay. So imagine you didn't jump yet, right? So I would go low and not even hold in yet. Do not hold in. You do not want to do that yet. Instead, you want to be like neutral, like, right? Like you want to be like this. You don't want to hold away too far because then you die. But you do want to hold away a little bit and then fall like neutral, right? Like you see that? Like you hold away just a little bit. So you hold away a little bit and then maybe you start to hold in and then you double jump and then you up B. You see what I'm saying? Like you want to, this is like this double jump right here. This is your double jump rings. That is that's where you want to hide your golden snicket or something. You know, like I don't know. That is the most important part of your recovery. And at this point, during your double jump, you can actually neutral air dodge. Right? Like you can double jump in. So something I don't think a lot of people recognize is that when you double jump, you lose all momentum. Like say you get knocked into this, if you just jump, you're gonna go up straight up. But you can also double jump forward or double jump backwards. A double jump is a momentum reset. So literally you can be hit into it and then go this way. So what I'm trying to do basically is I'm trying to show you that at this point you can jump forward and then let go of the stick, neutral air dodge, hold forward during the neutral air dodge. So like yeah, and then you can upbeat a ledge. That's a safe recovery because the ledge is your best friend. You love the ledge. You want to go to the ledge every time because you love it. That's you. You're happy because you grabbed the ledge. But then you just double jump early and die for no reason. Literally, that's it. You're down 2 stocks to 1 because your disadvantage sucks. Okay, bomb. Sweet, you called him out with up air. Crazy stuff. The only reason you hit him is because he jumps, and then Carson is a all or nothing kind of guy. So he is obviously going to go right there. And then you hit him, and you kill him. Good job. Okay, this is actually a doable situation. Good bomb. Oh, nope, no. Okay. Bomb boomerang. Okay. At this situation, you miss the follow-up. You need to make space again. You're back to neutral. You miss the follow-up. You have nothing. The best thing you can hope for here is he might be, so he's going to land on the ground and he's going to do his panic option. Some people are spot dodgers. Some people are jumpers. Most people are shielders. Most people will shield in this situation. So the fact that you go for a dash attack is bad because that doesn't cover any of the common panic options. It covers doing nothing, and that's about it. So he can jump, he can spot dodge, he can shield. Grabbing here would be decent, but you didn't grab him. Instead, he grabs you. So he gets down throw up air. You almost died. You actually almost died. So you get this late up air, and now you're trying to box him. Good back hit up tilt. So back hit up tilt is obviously safer because you're later into the animation, right? Oh wow, that was 1 frame off from hitting him. So back hit is safer because you have less of the in lag. So you just have less. Okay, good back air. Okay. Okay. So, like I was saying earlier. Okay. So grounded option. He's in his shield. Back air. He does this neutral air in place. I don't think he's gonna jump in on you. So I don't think the boomerang should have been angled up there. I think it should have been going for where he's at. You're trying to maintain space here. At this point, you're not trying to condition because we know what he's going to do, and he's so close. He's literally 1 stock away from winning. We know what he's going to do. The time for conditioning is behind us. So at this point, this is where we need to maintain the agenda. We need to stay in our win conditions. Good up air. Double jumps again. This is just rough, like there's not a ton. Okay, dash tech. Greedy double jump. Okay, you should be dead there. Wow, you lived. And like, I'll show you. I don't even need to show you because I'm sure you already know. So you get hit here, and again, you need to just go low, grab the ledge. You double jump on stage. Terrible, unless your name is Yoshi. And at this point, wow, you were this close away from dying, right here. By the way. Okay, I like that forward tilt spacing. That was good. Yep, good forward tilt. Now you dash back because you have stage control. Good. You dash back too far. You have to recognize this is the back and forth, right? Forward tilt is shield, and then you dash back. You dash back, and he's going to do like that neutral air, right? So at that point, you should have been like right here to punish the neutral air. That's decent. Okay, more jump mix-ups. You're running away. This is good. And then the thing is that you're running away, and then you commit to going in, right? Okay, bomb. I'm going in. Get hit. Kicked in the face. Okay, shield in there or shield dash attack. Good job. Ooh, up smash. Not looking too far off from an even game at this point because he's messed up a few times and you got lucky a few times. Good boomerang, and then that was a greedy forward air. Good boomerang. Okay. I don't know what that down air was. Oh, your boomerang saved you. That was the game. He hit that landing up air. Like, he hits this landing up air, and oh my gosh. Literally, I've died at lower percents to this up tilt up air. Wow, yeah, you should have died. Okay, yep. Bomb recovery, nice. Grab the ledge. Jump. Why are you down airing? Okay, this is good for you. I like the boomerang angle down because it covers a much different angle, and it like throws him off a little bit. Bad grab, in my opinion. Don't just fish for grabs like that. Yeah, you got antsy. Ooh. I actually didn't know down tilt hit there. I mean, obviously I could have told you, like if I really thought about it, but I would have never thought of down tilt there. Good job jumping out of the situation though. So you grab ledge here. Like, you recognize that he's doing something. I'm clicking roll. I'm getting on stage as far as possible. I want to be away from this man, so I'm going over here. And you jump, and now he has majority stage control because he's on the ground. You have to cover yourself and then run away. Okay, he's just trying to kick in. So that's something that we have to keep in mind, is that he can kick like that, right? That's something you could do. You could also kick this way, by the way. I like that boomerang. It covered a good, decent space. That's rough. Oh, he wants to end the game now too, because he knows that he messes up, and that's a hard one to come back from. Yep, you gave up a ledge trap too. You went off stage for no reason and died. Yep. Yeah. You went off stage and died. Okay. That is uh most of it. Hopefully you took notes and hopefully you got something out of all that. If you have any other questions, let me know. The other thing is you should watch my playlist that I send to people. So I will send this to you as well. And it has that video, considering the ledge. Nuance of Neutral, very, very good video. This is one of my favorite videos by Soul. This one is about conditioning and projectiles. It's very good. This one's about the RPS situation as well as other things. This one's about ledge trapping. Very good. This is about common habits you have, like covering landings or landing yourself or going to ledge. And then this one is, I think, about like different. These two are about like different habits and things, like how often people dash attack or dash grab in neutral. Tweak actually has like a long Twitter thread about like why characters that focus on dash attack in neutral will struggle in this game. This one is about beating zoners, and this one is about, I don't even remember what this one's about, but it's very good. But yeah, these first 10 videos. The first 10 videos are all amazing. I recommend you watch those as well. Uh, yep, that's about it for me. Thanks for bearing with me for almost 2 hours. See ya.